It seems that some of you are taking issue with me showing you how I might pull apart something and look under the hood. Some of you have said, I don't understand how you have come to this conclusion, so I'm showing you how I came to that conclusion. If you don't want to know, then don't ask. But seriously, there's some of you who are taking this way too far. Let me give you an example.
Conrad Lawrence, according to Aussie Insider, you don't believe your own point of view and you are only here for the money generated by repeating popular opinion. BS. People are entitled to their opinions about everything, you know. There's plenty of haters out there on the internet, and people will think what they think. I have continued to maintain I am open. I've been waiting for the case. I've been waiting for the case to be made. I had the same perspective when I watched the Karen Read case. I'm waiting for the case to be made. And it's not my fault they're not making it. I didn't do that.
First of all, Conrad, thank you for giving Andrea $5. I think she could do with it right now. She's the one who's sleeping on the concrete to get into the courtroom so that she can give you guys her opinion. Secondly, you probably need to get your ears cleaned out because what you wrote there with your donation is not true, and anyone who listened to the stream knows that that's not true. In fact, what I said during that stream I have said multiple times, and believe it or not, Andrea and I have even said it to each other. She's an appellate lawyer, and she's going to give an appellate lawyer's position. I am a data analyst, so I'm going to give a data analyst position. Neither of us are under any misconception as to who's who and what our perspectives are. But because people are tittle-tattling like children, I did reach out to Andrea just to make sure that we were both still on the same page. And guess what? We are. I get it. Adulting is hard in today's day and age, especially during an American election cycle. But guess what? Neither Andrea nor I are running for president. We've got no reason to be competing with each other. I mean, I know I haven't put a mashup out for a while, but if you're new to my channel, you probably don't know that Andrea has actually starred in nearly every mashup that I have ever made. And that's because there are times when we totally agree with each other, but there's also times where we don't, and we're both okay with that. If you're not okay with that, then perhaps the problem is you. And while we're on the topic of who owns what problems, allow me to throw another curveball at you. You know how you've all misinterpreted Andrea's message as televising trials is constitutionally mandated? And you've all been yelling at me because I happen to know that it's not constitutionally mandated? Guess who else knows that it's not constitutionally mandated? The same person you'll quote when you're trying to say it is constitutionally mandated. Andrea, in fact, thinks that the principles of openness should strongly support it. And she goes on to suggest that it isn't a matter of a right, but it is a matter of good policy. So there you go. We both agree on that matter. We may differ on when that good policy may or may not apply, but that's because I come from Australia and we have different ways of dealing with things here. On that topic, I have invited Andrea to come onto a live stream to discuss this issue. To be very clear, we won't be discussing the Delphi case. What we'll be discussing is the US Supreme Court's 1966 decision, which emphasised the need for fair trial procedures free from prejudicial publicity. For those who don't understand the term, prejudicial publicity is pretty much what I've been summing up as tragedy pimps. And believe it or not, Andrea has also spoken out about this particular phenomena in the true crime community. So we agree on a number of things. But if you want to see adults adulting and agreeing and also agreeing to disagree, Keep your eyes peeled for our next live stream with Andrea, where we will be discussing in great detail all of the nuances involved with fair trial procedures free from prejudicial publicity.